then you understand that. Um, quiet nights and late night lives are like this. So when you're old like me, then you'll get it. But thank you so much, you guys. I love you all, like in every way, shape, and day. Thank you. Love self, fun love, everyone. You have to find self love, through the first house to love everyone. And I just feel that you do. I feel like you sing and you sing the blues sometimes, but you can sing. And I don't know why. I just had this come across. But I had to finish the Kipper deck. The divine said, finish the Kipper. Do it again in your Wheel of Ages tarot or oracle spread, tarot oracle spread. So that's what I'm gonna do now. But I like deciphered all of them. Like they're all there, thank God. But again, 777 of sudden freaking wealth. Are you like hello? That's the bar. Hello, sudden wealth. Okay, I feel like you're trapped because of this long thing that you've been going through and messages just online that you have a gift that you're sitting on, an occupation that you can't use anymore, but you remain humble, especially when it comes to the community. You have a great name and you're going to be getting this unexpected income and this humility. um Maybe you're coughing a lot, or you just got over a cold, or you have an inheritance coming through an official person of wealth, an older person. I don't know. It could be anybody. Through this security, being a mature woman. Being someone that was genuine and that was there, and someone that a six is could be a significance. This favor from the divine. Yes, this favor from the divine for doing the right things. This great fortune from the divine for doing the right things. This good business. Like, if you get this, when you get this sudden wealth, and you do have the favor of God and the universe and the divine and this great fortune, your business is going to succeed. It will. It will. It will. It's going to. And you're going to be able to go by a stage name if you want. You could be a music artist, an entertainer. You could do whatever you want if you want to do that. I think that family were against you when it came to this wealthy person. It was a concern because you were the only one there. It was a concern that their family was never there through holidays, through birthdays, never called, never came to check by on the weekend to see if they were okay, never came by, and the person was hurt, and this woman was concerned of this man of wealth, this privileged lady that people looked up to as a privileged lady. Um, Through this, look, Gemini, I think they met through this Gemini, okay, this Gemini energy. Maybe there was as you could see that they're in cement here, but I feel like this person feels like they never had a chance with this person because of their values, as they claimed that they were a good woman, yet and faithful and loyal and stuff, but that they dreamt of this that never happened. This lover thing, and this privileged lady could have been that. This person in occupation that this man thinks about all the time. And not only that, but in expecting, I feel like other people, the family that stayed away from this wealthy man here, were expecting things, and that's why they were jealous of this other woman, this woman that provided companionship and genuine shit. When they were in their bad health, where were they? Their family wasn't there, but where were they? through their bad health and through caring and being two-faced. It was a child of God, someone born in 81. This person that went through turmoil and labor. And through this masculine, divine masculine that appeared to have the attitude of younger but was older. Indeed. Very feisty. Okay, maybe wanted to date you, this mature man. You know, I thought he was younger than he was. Maybe even wanted to marry you. And was going to give you all control of his assets, and that was the concern of your well-being. Because of the family and knowing how they are. Okay? And I feel like it came up. Like you could have took control of the assets, but you didn't. You did what you thought was right and left it to the family. And they should be grateful. Yeah, they should be in shame for what they've done. According to this mature man and in wish fulfillment here of having this house or something of a house or houses when it came to this concern, feeling like someone took it over. You know what I mean? This person in the moment feels like they took you, executive of their estate, took over their assets, and you did what you want. You did what they didn't want you to do concerning this house. You did what they didn't want you to do because you have the signatory power of it. And that's wrong. That's wrong. You are a straight up thief, dude. Straight up. You're the thief. The person that calls the person the thief is the thief when it comes to this house in despair and being where they want to be and talking who they want to be through this family crest of a good name. Okay, when it comes to being alone, they're just alone. And this person would have been there for that person. They would have been there assuring them, making them laugh, giving them things that you never gave them when you weren't around on holidays, when you weren't around on their birthdays, when you weren't around on weekends for years. Okay, this mature woman was. That wasn't even a blood. Okay, is why she is going to have fortune, favor of God, sudden wealth. She's mature. A person of a trade of gift. Yes, definitely. And is going to be a security is because you did this to yourself. And that's the truth. When it comes to this security and this high honor, you made yourself look bad, official person, by doing the wrong thing, and all is going to come to light when it comes to this wealthy man. So you better think about it, lady, about what you've done when he was in bad health, because you totally did what he didn't want against his wishes when it came to his estate. I feel like this person, this humble person, this humble wealthy man, okay, this humble, wealthy man that was coinciding with a mature woman of an occupation, okay, had his last wishes, knew exactly what he wanted. He wanted to be at home, in his own home, where his wife was, and accommodated there. He had the millions and the dollars to do it, so why didn't you? Why did you sell or rent out whatever home that you promised this other collective that you were going to reconstruct when they could have took you for a ride for like 20 grand, you know, and not moving and stuff, yet for the best interest of the masculine that owns the estate, yet you did the wrong thing through lies and manipulation. The wrong thing. And that's why, collective, you're always going to be in this working tradition. Because you're never going to have this sudden wealth. This person, this karmic, this person that you hate is going to gather this sudden wealth. And you're going to have nothing to do with it. It's like almost like my The investor told me before. He was like, by the time all this is said and done, his daughter is going to know about sucking eggs. Yeah. He knew about his family. I felt like he knew about him. And he was grateful to have this companion as a gift that you took away, this privileged lady. He would have been there. She would have been there for him in every way. And you took that away from him. You thought they were lovers and they weren't. She was just a companion, yet your jealousy and your republicanism and your greed took the best of you from this older man, this mature man. This mature man. Everything's legal. In the end, everything's going to be legal. You're going to find out that you're the one in the wrong and that you're the one who messed up by not meeting his wishes. Because of credibility, and you are not credible. You did something at work that definitely wasn't credible. And doesn't care who you know. I don't care if you have a retired, corrupt sheriff in your family. The truth will be known, and his name will be deployed. It will be on black for being a bad, corrupt sheriff through this turmoil and trade and through because you thought something different because you were never around to know the truth. And you took away the only thing that he loved and cared about since you were never there. He was mad at you and concerned. I feel daughter I'm speaking to. Mad at you and concerned because you never called, came around. As soon as he cut you off from his bank account, you were gone. You never called. You never came by. As soon as you weren't signatory on his account, you never called. You never came by. You didn't care about his 2 surgeries. I feel like he had 2 different surgeries. One with the heart and one with the maybe endocrine system. Yeah. And you took this you try to take this favor. He favored this woman and gave her security, changed her life and made her dreams come through, sheltered her in a house, and you totally disrupted her life. Like if she would have jumped off a bridge, it would have been your fault. You would have been held for manslaughter and vehicular manslaughter for your bullying. In your despair, and this is what you will become in the end. Nothing but of despair. Because you did the wrong things, according to this older gentleman. And you'll see, money runs out, you know. Money's made to be made and spent. I hate money, because it's not money that's evil, it's the root of money that's evil. And it's like, even though you might have been stubborn, you're still their father, you're still their grandfather. Yes, this person that lost their wife, divine masculine, because it landed on masculine. 3 synchronicity of 2. Okay, 2 of the house, which they shared and which he wanted to be at. Yeah, you do bad business. You shouldn't even be executive. You shouldn't be business. You shouldn't even be in his business. I feel like you're not even blood related. I feel like this is from another marriage. You're just a freaking thief. You're a thief that portrays to be honest, but you're not. You're not honest. You're a thief when it comes to this mature man. And doing what you will when it comes to the community and when it comes to telling people what you want them to hear. Okay, divine feminine. Maybe that wears a wig. Maybe that's older, that's slender, that gets what she wants. Maybe something happened to her when she was young, but this family crest, you've ruined this person's name. Expecting him to be alone while all he does is think of this person that was there for him. Not you. Were you there for him? No. And how you're spending his great fortune while he's alive in a bed somewhere. This official person. This person, you go through a false name. I don't know, I'm done with this, but I think it's like your last name could be of a brand name, but you go by a false name, you're a liar and you're a thief, and that is what has come up here. You're not credible when it comes to this official person. You're a manipulator when it comes to, oh, you were gifted. No, you weren't. You never were. It was never a gift from this wealthy man to you. You took over his estate. It's been a long road and many restarts. You have no idea when it comes to unexpected income. You have no idea, but when everything's said and done, all y'all are he's gonna get you by sucking eggs. Alright? And that's the truth if you're concerned. By not following his wishes, this is what's gonna happen to you. Limitations. Divine feminine. Limitations from this main male. Number one, main male. Number one signatory on their account when it comes to sudden wealth. Yeah, you thought you were sudden wealth, didn't you? You're wrong. And what you did was wrong. And their wishes never came to pass. And their livelihood was never came to pass. Was never properly attended to. And I don't care who you think you know in whatever department that's retired. That's corruption. And if I could prove it, which I can, I'm just saying this person can. You are fucked. In every way, shape, and possible. Through this message. This message. Yes, I am humble. Are you? Mature woman, you should be scared. Because you did not do the best when he was in his worst health. All you did was for you and whatever other girl, okay, born in the 70s, okay, or the 60s or 70s, being over. You're not no child no more. This is over. I feel like this is the age when hence this wealthy man came into your life and you took his estate over. And it's over. It's over for you. For what you did was wrong. And there's always three sides to a story. His, hers, and the truth. So what you did because of this person, their bad health, you better be scared and bad karma. Because what you did was wrong. And all the truth would come out in the end. I promise you that. I feel like you did this man of wealth wrong. He trusted you in an estate years ago before you went through a cycle of change where you thought you were owed and expected to be a privileged lady, in which you were not because he did a lot for you. Maybe even bought you a boob job or two. So what is he doing buying his daughter a boob job then, right? If you want to go there. I'm just saying. What you did to this man is wrong. And to this man of Gemini is wrong. Gemini. Okay? Not concerned about this person. You should be. You should be concerned. And not concerned that he's smart enough to do this. You should be concerned. Because at the end, it's all going to come back on you. This official person, when it comes to taking this official person's great fortune, you did this, collective. You took his great fortune by being signatory, by being representative of his estate. You did this when it came to ruining good things that could happen for others and could save lives. And not only did you do that, you did it illegally. Both of you. And so what comes around goes around. And know that's the truth. That's why I do everything legally. That's why I do everything the right way. Because of these motherfuckers like this. And all I gotta say is that you took over someone's estate, okay? Collective, you were your person. That was in a trade. Yeah, this main man, this first signatory's estate, now you don't have to work because you're living off his money. No, you're wrong. You're in trouble. You're in trouble for doing that. You cannot do that. You did not live up to his wishes. And you know what that calls for? Okay? Alone. Being alone. Limited. You should be scared. Because in the end, even though it's been a long path, it's going to be a short quickness to your fix. Yes. Yeah, you thought they were dating, but they weren't. They weren't the whole time. You thought they were dating, but they weren't. You're an idiot. You thought this person was, like, sleeping with someone to get what they... No. You had it all wrong. You weren't there through birthdays, through holidays. You never called. You barely called here and there. Once in a fucking while did you do that. Once in a while, you were never there. I feel like your name starts with an S, a T. Lacey, Tracy, Sandra. Yeah, this person, they're... What, this one person is marrying sudden wealth when it came to your, what, uncle, father's estate? I don't know. But that's how you look at it. And now, when all is said and done, you'll be for it, for sucking eggs. And that is what the investor said. The last words I heard from a privileged lady that you tried to take away. And you were never there. And he was hurt and he took you off his account. He changed banks. He changed banks. This is what I'm getting. He changed banks. You didn't even talk to him for the holidays, for anything. And you used this other woman as an excuse because of his attitude, because he called you a whore, I feel like, right in front of your face all the time anyways. And every time he came around, it was for a big check, a lump sum of money. In thousands. And I just feel like, yeah, when he took you off the account, that's when. And I feel like you did something illegal, like you broke in, like someone was in distress of their life as well, because they didn't know who came in and what was what until the next day when an officer came and said that, that you said right in front of them, you came into the house and took the person's wallet, this millionaire's wallet, right in front of them as you drove a very expensive car, like a Dodge or a Tesla or something, away without registration, right in front of the officer, and all this stuff because of someone in retirement, something like that. But you're a straight up thief when it comes to this mature man. Yep, you straight up are a thief, and you will get yours, and he will break you with sucking eggs. That's what I just heard. This shit ain't over. Thank you for the hearts. This shit ain't over. Not over. You're gonna get yours, and I promise you that. Yeah, you broke the law. You fucking intruded on a household you didn't even live in, have keys to. And, yeah. Message? No, this ain't message. This ain't over. It ain't over. Despair? No. This, what you wished for the other collective is gonna happen to you, because they never wished that on you. I feel like you fully took advantage of this man's estate, and you are in the moment every month that he's alive, and he collects from his union and from his retirement. You take that money and you do what you will. You probably even quit your job over that, and you didn't even think about it twice when it came to your trade, but you should have. You should have thought about that, because you ain't gonna get, change. You're gonna know change. You don't live in Cobble Street. You live in the U.S. somewhere. I feel like it starts with an I and M, the state. An I and M. What does that mean? Massachusetts, Indiana, Idaho, a potato. What else? Yeah, because he's gonna break you a sucking expectation. You better expect it. In the end, break you a sucking ex because you don't have favor. You don't have favor with this person in what you did. On a legal basis, you don't, and you're gonna lose. But this masculine and this other feminine does have favor. Legal favor in every way, shape, and form. You do not. Main female, executive, I'm talking to. Executive of someone's estate. Bad business. You do bad business. You shouldn't listen to everybody else. You're supposed to be a mature, older woman that was trusted, confirmation, and you were not. Someone starting with an S, their name starting with an S. When it came to this great fortune, you're the one who sucked it up, and in the end, it's going to all come out in the truth. The truth through the security, and you're not going to be the one that's secure. That's a promise. Yeah, you're going to be the one that's in bad health. Yeah, all the karma. Yeah, you're not humble. You try to perceive that you're humble, but look, it came in the reverse. No, you're not a humble person. When it comes to this wealthy man that's not too wealthy anymore, because you spend all of his bullshit while he's laying in a bed. How dare you? You're going to be freaking sucking eggs by the time all shit is said and done. This is someone that goes through a stage name. Okay, they could be a music artist, an artist in the entertainment business, but someone that doesn't fuck around. Someone that's not afraid to be pretty with their makeup on, you know, and then perceive like everything's okay. And then someone that's not afraid to be themselves either. So, on that, I must say, I did start with the good side of the story. I did. I did start with the good side of the story. Everything was fine. Everything was okay. Everything was, hot work, labor. It was patience. It was drilled in through family. Okay, you want to know that? This person, I told you if you were listening to the good side, but you obviously are pessimists. Okay, basically, I told you there was someone there for this wealthy man that was always there for this wealthy man and never left him through surgeries, through holidays, through birthdays, through all this stuff. I told you that. That's the good side of the story. You know what the gift was? That person that was in his life that actually had his best interest, to where his health provider even spoke to that female and told her specifically that you should be PO8 of this person because you really care. That's the good side of the story. Someone really cared. The bad side is that now they're in the hands that they don't care and that they're going to pay for it. Yeah, they think they're going to get some kind of unexpected income. Well, they're not, and they're not going to be blaming it. And they must not be concerned on anybody else because the other person has truth. This person that thought that they were lovers, this Gemini. This Gemini could be in your life. It could be a brother, it could be a cousin, it could be a sister, you could be a Gemini. I did. Did you not hear the good side of the story? Supposed child. You're an older woman now. You should know better. Not to take advantage of a man's estate in the community. Okay, you're not going to defame someone's good name. And that's what you're trying to do and been trying to do. Through these messages of concern, yeah. These messages of concern with this woman, she left a lot of them through different people and providers concerning the fact that none of their family came around when they did. But when it came to when he was ill and his estate came in power over that, is when it all came into play. So all is noted. Um, don't, don't think you're not gifted. I feel like you have a fucked up smile. I feel like you don't have no smile. You're like this, scared as fuck. You should be, because that's what's going to happen to you. You're not going to be gifted. This other woman that was concerned was gifted, especially when it came to taking her home away and his home away. You took his home away from him and rented it or sold it. That's what you did to his home, too, that lived there. Plus animals. Had no concern. You selfish, despiteful motherfucker. All I know is that this investor is gonna break you a sucking eggs. That's all I hear. He's gonna break you a sucking eggs. And yes, you are. You are. Take what resonates and what doesn't, leave for the next collective. Because I'm telling you now, if it's not for you, it's for the next collective. So don't ruin it. I have so many energies on this platform right now. It's not even funny. Ones that are talking or whatever, you could laugh your ass off. But what I go through is not even funny. And what I went through was not even funny. And all legal purposes will be handled accordingly. If you dare to mess with me or mine. And that's a promise. I have everything I need. I don't know about you. See, that's probably why you're laughing. Because you know it's true. Gonna be broke of sucking eggs. That's right. Yep. Feel like you kind of worked hard. You feel so official by taking this man's estate over. Yeah, with no limits. Because he's a millionaire, but you're a thief. You are. Not me. Not them. Not her. Not him. You. This mature man. You should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed of yourself for taking his only love and his only things and his only love. You should be ashamed. Okay? You are your person. Collective. Not even right. If I was with this person, I would break up in a hot second. Anyways, thank you for joining Timeless Messages 1111 and join in for more. I'll see you next time, and that's message.